Yeah, maybe not. Bummer. Okay. Well, if you guys can't see it, I'm really sorry. But try to move so you can. Hopefully it'll be good enough to start with. Also, all the exercises will be in this book too. I like to use about a half to a third of a sketchbook page, and I like to put the date on it. That way, I remember when I did it, and it's nice for me because I know if you did the assignment or not. So I'm choosing this shoe because it's got a lot of great lines on it that I can focus on. I'm not going to focus on value. I'm not going to focus on color. I'm just going to focus on capturing every line that I can. You guys can do this in pen and ink. You can do it in pencil. But you want to follow, when you do a contour line drawing, you want to follow it, 60% of the time I want to be looking at that shoe. And then I want to be looking back at my paper, just to make sure I'm not going off the edge. It doesn't matter to me when I mess up in my sketchbook. I'm not gonna take a lot of effort and time to go try and fix it. It's my sketchbook. This I know. I know it's not going to be perfect. I am just going to do the best that I can, and if I mess up, I'm either going to try and turn it into cross-hatching, which is just a way to add texture, or I'm just going to leave it. This is practice, and I know I'm going to be doing this a bunch more times, so I'm not gonna stress at all about getting it perfect right now. I'm going to focus on angles. Let's see. And one thing I like to do is kind of measure and see where important things in the shoe happen. So, for example, I'm going to want to get the opening to the shoe in the right spot. You want to compare where things are in relation to each other. So, for example, this inside of the shoe, I know it's less than half of the actual shoe. So, sometimes it's hard for me to talk and draw at the same time. So, sorry for the brief. And I think on this video camera I can make this a time lapse so that it won't take forever if anybody has to rewatch these. I do want to count the laces and make sure I get the correct amount, make sure they're at the correct angle. I think the laces are kind of a fun part of the shoe to draw. So if you do want to show any value with this shoe, you're going to want to do it with lines. So what I mean by that is if I want this lace to look dark, I'm not going to try shading it because I'm not allowed to in this. But I am allowed to draw lines since it's a contour line drawing. I want to look at the overlap and see what is actually showing and what's not. Again, I'm not aiming for total perfection. I just want to capture the lines is what I'm focusing on. And so anyways, I could get really caught up in this. If I see a dashed line where there's stitches, I'm going to do that. Again, I want to make sure there's 6 of these guys and that they're kind of in the right space. So, also some people in my last class said that they ran out of paper, so I did cut some more paper if you need that for your sketchbooks. And again, there's just tons and tons and tons of different lines and patterns in this. You can also layer this contour line and kind of highlight the line. So anyways, again, I don't want to sit here and just sketch and bore you guys to death, but I do want you guys to take your time and try to just record as many different lines as you can. And don't even worry if it ends up looking like some kind of abstract art. That's fine. It's your first sketchbook assignment. Your sketchbook's a place, like I said last time, to make mistakes, to experiment. So, and sketching every day is such a great practice. Even at my grad school, that's what one of my advisors said. They just said, make sure you're drawing every day, whenever you can. So, you guys are welcome to get going on this if you want. And I have more shoes if you need them. You can move them around to wherever you want. You guys might put them on those back tables so that you want them a little ways away from yourself. Like you might put yours right here and, vice versa. Because if it's really close, it's kind of an odd angle, which is fine, but you'd almost be looking down on it, So if you want more shoes, let me know. I have got like a huge collection of running shoes, some of you know, and other shoes. I kind of live here, so all my shoes stay here. No, I don't live here. Oh, I suppose. Oh, no worries.